They come from everywhere. From garages to barns, from highways that stretch across the country. All roads lead here to Holley LS Fest East.
I came to LSFest because, well, I come every year and it's just a great time overall.
I still have it in my blood. I enjoy the sport.
For the experience. I came to LSFest for the experience.
What's my favorite part about LSFest?
The burnout challenges at the end. I love it, it gets chaotic.
The drag racing.
The drag racing and the spectators. It's always good to see creative people.
Meeting all the people, getting to spend time with my family and all my crew and stuff, and just getting to share the weekend with all the people that's closest to us, you know.
Just all the different things you'll see, man, the variety.
It's a lot of fun just getting to meet and get to know a bunch of people who just enjoy cars as much as I do.
The LS and LT engines, they're what puts the horsepower in the heartbeat of America. They're reliable, powerful, made to fit, and we're here to celebrate it.
Every build tells a story, some improvised, some polished. Let's check out some that caught my attention. What's up, man? How's it going? We came by to check this thing out.
But yeah, this one here is a 69 Chevy van. Started out bone stock when I got it. Couldn't figure out what to do with it, so I said, let's build a monster truck.
What frame do you have here? This looks like probably not a van frame at all.
No, everything here was built by me and all my buddies. The frame is 100% custom. There's a subframe underneath the actual frame of the van, and that's where all the mechanism for lifting the body is. So I built a subframe underneath the original.
What axles are these in this?
2.5 ton Eaton.
Already pretty big. How big's the tires on this?
64 inches tall.
64, wow.
64 tall, 24 wide.
And how tall does this go up when you raise this all the way up, the body?
So all the way to the top of that windshield would be just under 16 feet.
What driveline are you running in here? What engine, transmission, transfer case?
So 6.0 LS, 30 over, a decent build. It's dynoed right around 600 horse, so nothing crazy. I'll probably end up putting a supercharger on this also. And then power glide transmission, so just a 2-speed into the military style drop box, and then down to the 4-wheel drive.
Anything special you guys had to do to make this fit in here, or did it just kind of like drop in?
I'm a fabricator.
So it's gonna fit regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it fit. Everything was custom made ourselves. Everything was planned, you know. I'm not one to write it all down. It's all up here. It's just, okay, I know what I need to do, let's do this. It's not fast. It works off of a hydraulic pump in here like a dump trailer. I can drive it. All functions work.
Oh, really? Could you actually see out of it, lift it up?
I have cameras. Everything runs to the back and then back forward. So my hydraulic steering hoses, they're 36 feet long. You know, so it's like everything goes to the back and then back to the front. You can see I've done that once before.
Yeah, you're pretty good at this.
Completely ridiculous for no reason. But it does make it nice to work on it.
It looks angry. Like sitting up that high. I had no idea it went up that high.
Yeah.
It's super
rough,
cool.
Very rough with these leaf spring, but I wanted the old school look. You know, everybody's doing the coilovers and all this, you know, crazy suspension. I was like, you know what? With this van, it's got to be classic.
I mean, This old junk 80s car that, you know, probably shouldn't have a V8 in it, but here we are with this, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. They got like wedged in there. If we look kind of in the transmission area, it looks like they didn't even have to cut it up. Obviously the air box is gone here. This thing's a lot going on there. Got a modified header, comes up and around here. Oh, where the hell is this damn turbos at here? Not sure if there's a turbo in there or if it's just pipes, but looks like old Chevette or something my parents would have had probably, you know, back in like 1980, and ugly little car, but now it's pretty cool when you shove an LS engine in it. It's like it was pretty tight for those guys fitting this in here.
Well, crap, I wish I'd wiped it down now a little bit. Does it look bad? Oh, it still looks good.
What year did you say this truck was?
This is, it goes anywhere from a 73 to 2009. Like I was gonna show you a while ago, little stuff like this right here, that's off a 2002 Chevrolet. These 73 square bodies, the step sides, and I'm a step side fanatic. They had the old piece that stuck out and the whole gas tank stuck out. And I was like, man, I don't like that. But I don't want to go with square either. I want to do something different. And so I put a round lid on it.
Is that where the window's from?
No, this is
a
a 97 model Chevrolet gas-powered chop saw. Went out in junkyard.
Just chopped
cut it right
section.
here, and then just extended the cab, and all this is all sheet metal, handmade sheet metal.
Everything's handmade.
No, I don't mind a bit. All this right here, this design on the steering, that's my own design. It's a double crossover. I can run this thing 80 mile an hour down the highway with these 40s.
Don't get the little wobble.
No wobble. You can let go of the steering wheel. I go to C10 Nationals in Nashville Motor Speedway, and they'll let me drive around the racetrack. And I run 110 around the racetrack when I go around it.
Wow.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Big truck going that fast.
Yes, white knuckled butt pucker. You don't like running this truck at 110, I promise you, it's scary. It's all fuel injected, so it'll take a second to idle down. If that don't make you happy, nothing does, right?
So you're just running like the factory truck intake and top
Oh,
end
no,
on it?
no, all that's custom and stuff. Yeah, man, it's just the drain little stuff like the flames. This is a kind of idler arm setup that I did here. I got flames all over this thing, man. I went old school with it, go old school flames and just love life, you know what I mean?
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I like the design.
Yeah.
Did it?
But, you know, I went old school. You know, I'm an 80s kid. I wanted all the flames I could get on it, man, like an old school truck. Man, I've been a square body. My grandpa had an old 79, and actually these bumpers, when I was in ag class in high school, when I was 12-year-old, I built these bumpers that's on this truck.
They look a lot better than shit I was making when I was 12.
Well, don't get me wrong now. They didn't look like that when I first built them. I'll have to confess, they probably look a little better now than they did. Yeah.
I am Luke Scalicious. We're here at LS Fest, and we made it all the way from St. Louis, Missouri. This is our 2001 Subaru Forester LS drift car, which is pulling from so many different categories. It's my typical build. It's a challenge to where there's no necessarily rule or, hey, here's a direct swap kit. It's what can we put together and where can we kind of build the building blocks for the next person that wants to do this. Pulling stuff from forums from 2011 all the way to last week. It's like, hey, this is what I did. This is what you did. Let's just come together and make it to where the next person doesn't have as much of a headache as we've had. But yeah, it's just challenge of the build. It's weird, it's different. You can't set it next to another one and be like, you know, oh, I've seen this before. Yeah, it's the convenience of the swap. These swaps have been done for longer than I've been alive, and just all of the technology's there. The technology's still growing year after year. I mean, every year we see something new come out for LS, and it's just a platform that's so vast, but it's not going anywhere. There's not been an easy thing on this. Everything's difficult. Getting it to fit in there, building a trans tunnel. Everybody's like, oh, you can just hammer out the trans tunnel. No, you can't. Nope, I don't know how many times I swung that hammer and I'm just like, yeah, this isn't moving. Moved to the air hammer, I was like, yeah, we're cutting this out. It's complicated from that, but I thrive in that because then it's an empty canvas of, well, you can weld anything on. You can put anything in this that you want as long as you have the patience, you know, you gotta be dedicated to build something like this. Under the hood's basically a aluminum block 6.0 and about everything that ICT and BTR makes. Under the hood, just purple, pink, and about 50 pounds of flake. It's a lot. You won't see it because it's overcast, but yesterday was the first time it's ever been outside with all the powder coat. She's dancing. I don't buy jewelry. This is my jewelry. The best part about events, the cars are cool. It's the community aspect, meeting people from the internet, meeting people from companies. That's the bread and butter of all of this, because as long as we stick together and that keeps going, this industry is gonna thrive and it's gonna be unstoppable. But I think the excitement is just this venue, honestly. Beach Bend is amazing. I've been here before. To see it utilized entirely is insane, because the events I've been here for, they use the parking lot. They use the drift pad, that's it. I've never seen the amusement park lit up. So when I walked through here last night, I was just like, oh, this is something completely different. So I think LS Fest, whenever you have it based on a single platform, you get to see the variety of that platform more. So SEMA, you're seeing everybody trying to do everything with every platform. Let's say for the general consumer, if you come to LS Fest, you're building something, you have an LS. You can look at multiple cars and pull inspiration from those. With SEMA and PRI, you're going there and, you know, if I'm building a Silverado build and I'm seeing GR Corollas, that doesn't really do anything for me. It can, but it's not, you know, here you have every vendor is specifically vending for this platform, these chassis, and I think that having events like this is just, it's the pure spirit of that platform. Oh man, so first swap. If you're going simple swap, like just going same chassis, same motor, same manufacturer, patience. Patience is one of the biggest things when doing a swap. If you rush it, things are gonna happen. And they're gonna be things that you're gonna have to fix and Band-Aid, and it's gonna take longer than if you actually just took your time to do it. The internet is your best friend, because even if somebody hasn't done, if you're doing like the weirdest swap ever, everything's gone into everything at this point. You can always find something. It's just do your research, talk to people, take your time.
Drift is art. Drag is war.
Autocross is chess at high speed.
Burnouts are chaos. And off-road is survival of the fittest.
And we're proud to help piece it all together.
There are so many companies like us that know people want to do this and they make parts for them all day. And if you have a car and you have an engine and you want to put it together, chances are it's going to be easy. The design of the LS is straightforward because no matter if it's a truck engine or a Camaro or a CTSV or a Corvette, it's all the same block structure and measurements. It's all the same. So you could hodgepodge an LS together from 8 different cars and it still works just fine. There's so many types of cars that people are putting LSs into that, like, oh, I have a Ford Galaxy. Nobody's gonna have parts for that. You know, I'm gonna have to figure it all myself. I'm sure there's somebody that has parts out there that'll work. We make so many different brackets. I dare anybody to find a vehicle that we can't make a bracket fit on. Why they're a go-to for any projects? For one, they're everywhere. They made millions of these engines from like 97 all the way up to 13, so they're everywhere. They're cheap. I mean, I could go grab one for $400 off of Facebook Marketplace and it'll probably run 100,000 miles. First time swappers, I would say it's a straightforward thing, especially if you have a car that already had a small block in it. You put some adapter plates on the engine and you can drop it right in. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to change your transmission crossmember. You can use your factory mounts. And for the pro guys, because you can make so much power on an LS platform, you can just do a backyard build and still get 1,000+ horsepower out of it. We keep it simple because we have everything you would need, from not having an engine at all to a completely running and driving vehicle. We can literally get you everything you need in one stop.
I'm Keegan Leap from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've been coming here for a while, and this is always one of my favorite events, so we always have a good time here. The piece I brought with me today is a 2003 Nissan 350Z with a 6-liter LS with a LSA and a Wegner lid. This is our 5th season in this car. Over the off season, we did a lot of upgrades / changing. And after having 4 years in the same setup with notes and testing, it's been a little bit of a struggle to figure that stuff out. But that's kind of part of what we like doing, is figuring things out, getting it set right. Some of the upgrades and stuff that we did was we changed all of our suspension. We changed where the weight balance is of the car. We went from naturally aspirated to the LSA supercharger, along with some more weight changing and just basic setup stuff. Completely different coilovers, so different sway bars, everything. Favorite part of doing this build is just like taking it to like a Cars and Coffee or something, and no one expects to see a car that's actually driven hard that looks good. So showing people that when you build stuff, you gotta drive it. If you ain't driving it, well, you're just wasting your time. I grew up around motorsports, dirt bikes, anything you could think of, Jeeps, whatever, so anything rowdier, the better to me. I got into drifting just from the adrenaline and just the community behind it. It's not all about on-track stuff. Like we say, drifting is one in the pits. So it's a community, everyone's there to help each other. It's not just results-based, everything like that. It's a lifestyle, it's not really just a motorsport. Obviously, any motorsports and life balance is always a tough one. But for us, I think it's easier for us just because we have such a good relationship, along with, we don't have any kids, we don't have anything, so we can pack up and go. But it takes a team, it takes teamwork. Having a good spouse goes way farther than a couple good crew guys anytime. Favorite place I've ever gone drifting is the Drift Appalachia Togeys. There is zero replacement for a Drift Appalachia Togey event. It's real mountain roads, it's real consequences. There's nothing like it. You literally feel like you're in a movie. I would say it used to be the most common drift car was a 240 because you used to be able to pull them out of anyone's backyard and go rip them. Nowadays, I would say the most common drift car is like BMWs, E36, E46, some E92s and whatnot, but mainly BMWs. Corvettes are starting to pick up, but they're still kind of pricey because of all the boomers. But the biggest misconception I would say is that everyone thinks they need a pro car to go drift. But in reality, you can jump in about anything stock and drift. Obviously, you're gonna wanna upgrade certain things and change things as you progress, but you don't need 1,000 horsepower and all the parts in a $100,000 car, you know? Like, we all started in cheap beaters and you just learn how to drift. The thing that's changed the most in my mindset of drifting is not a competition. Drifting is fun. It's a festival, it's a hangout. Like I said, drifting is one in the pits. If you don't have good people and everything, I don't care what event you're at, it ain't gonna be as good. When you got a good group and you're having a good time, that's all that really matters. The products I'm using, that's a long list. I probably can't even list them all. But we have the adapters for the LSA blower because it's just a 6-liter. We have the full accessory drive. We have the accessory drive for the supercharger belt with a standalone 8-rib. We have the CD transmission to T56 bell housing. I mean, it goes on and on. I got about everything. What made me chose ICT Billet is the people. It's the people behind it. It's the community. It's the everything. It's the help. There's so much more than, all right, let me call this place and get some parts. You know, like willing to help. There's information there. There's a personality behind the name ICT Billet. First LS swap, don't reinvent the wheel. Do it super simple. Don't start with no built motor. Just go get a junkyard motor, get your shit running, and then once it's running, then go from there. But it's been done so many times, you don't need to find a new way to swap it. Find someone, it's everywhere on the internet now. Like you could honestly probably go on ICT Billet's website and find every single thing you need, parts-wise, information-wise, to do a swap in a bunch of different ways. But it's all there, so like, don't be dumb, use the info that's already figured out.
30-foot jumps, massive clouds of smoke, and the roar of an LS engine.
Some of us built for the thrill, and there's plenty of it here.
Just growing up with my buddies, riding around doing dumb stuff, that's kind of how we got into wheeling, and Lord, that was 20 years ago, so here we are now. You know, it was built as an off-road rig, right? You know, like horsepower, addictive, it's a drug, right? So we follow a couple other various YouTube channels, obviously big one, Cletus McFarlane, right? So we got kind of hooked into that, so we jumped on it. We had the Freedom Factory for the first event they ever opened for the public for burnout contest, and we had no idea what we were doing. definitely off-road rig first, and then we found out it was pretty dang good at spinning tires, so we've been doing that for almost 4 years now. My favorite part is just being able to take a clean slate platform of a bone stock YJ and turn it into this, right? It's a labor of love and stupidity. If I really look at what my truly favorite part of the whole thing, it's the power. Now we're pushing close to 700 horsepower. We're put down over right about 600 at the wheel, so the power is fun. It's on tap, it makes you smile. You don't even have to lay in it for more than a second. All you just gotta hear is the blower just let out a little chirp. That's all you need. Nothing really modeled after anything. It's really just taking inspiration from, I mean, you run into so many people every weekend in the woods, and it's like, man, like, I want to build that on my rag or something similar, right? So, you know, a lot of it also comes from where your downfalls are, right? You know, I look at where my old Jeep, where its failure points were, right? Where what it wasn't good at doing, and go figure out, well, why wasn't it good at doing that? It's being mindful of what you're doing, but really being willing to learn and absorb from others, right? They are so simple, right? They're bountiful, they're everywhere, right? They're so easy to get, they're so easy to maintain, they're so easy to make a cheap, reliable horsepower, right? I need reliability, right? Because if I break down on the other side of the park, that's a 20-mile walk out of there, and that's not an option. I think the LS platform proves that, and what really helps you out too is that you can go anywhere in the country and you can find parts for one, or you could find another one. You know, you can go anywhere in the country and find that, any junkyard. So I think there's reliable, cheap power. It's just so simple. What we started realizing to become competitive, right, is that we can't just show up as an off-road rig. It's still fun. So we started looking at it as like, what do we need to do to get better, right? So burnout comps, you gotta last at least a minute. You got to last no longer than 2 minutes. You get penalized for leaving tires on the dang thing. So you gotta get the tires off within that 1 to 2 minute band, right? So you've gotta find a healthy balance, and what is it with tire size, tire compound, gear ratio, to be able to achieve what you want. You want the duration to make it a good show. You want to blow the tires off it. You got to be able to do it while the motor's still alive, right? So we've kind of been working on the science over the years. Are we the biggest, baddest burnout car in the world? Not a chance, right? Do we put on a good show, and are we competitive anywhere we show up? Sure, for the most part. So we really kind of figured out the mix of what we do is we do a gear change in the rear end. I leave my off-road 488s in the front, and I put a 340 in the rear end. So by putting a 340 in the rear end, it takes my wheel speed from approximately 115 mile an hour to upwards of 160, right? So you get that high wheel speed. High wheel speed is gonna create instant smoke. Instant smoke's gonna get you more point on your tip end. It's gonna increase your overall scores in the burnout competitions, and it's gonna give you more leeway to really tailor your burnout to either fry the tires in a minute or let them last, right? And then number one, if you want to be competitive in any burnout competition, you have to delete the rear brakes. Rear brakes have to be disengaged. So we've taken what's effectively is a line lock style valve, and it's plumbed in line with our braking system. So I can, at any time, I can flick it, I no longer have rear brakes. So what people don't realize is that I'd say 90% of your actual maneuvering during a burnout is with the brakes. You gotta come up and you gotta show up. You gotta make the noise, you gotta make the snoke, you gotta put on a good show, you gotta use the entire surface that's available to you, and you really gotta put on a good show with a band. You know, most of the competitions, they have legitimate judging, multiple judges, independent judges, strict criteria, right? And we trust those guys to do their job, but like any given day when you look at these burnout competitions, especially the ones that we do a lot, typically top three is separated by less than 3 points. Right? You know, it's like, so it's super competitive. It's super competitive. You gotta come out, you gotta focus and do your thing. You can't plan for what the other guy's gonna do. You gotta do your thing. The crowd's gonna be fired up. I'm gonna tell you right now, these people in Bowling Green have never seen a burnout competition like they're gonna see tonight at LSFest, right? Burnout Wars has turned it up. There's a fine balance with showmanship, but you just gotta make it happen. You just gotta make it happen.
We've seen swaps become family traditions.
Innovation and determination keeps the stories coming.
A legacy of horsepower and the power of swaps.
It's a 53 Willys Aero Ace. We just got it this year. It's sitting on an S10 chassis.
Oh, S10, okay.
Yep. It's a 4.8 twin turbo, with a 350 turbo manual bow body.
How big's the turbos on it?
Buddy, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie. We bought it just like it sits. The only thing that we've done to it is add the pinstriping. We're gonna change the rear end out. It's still got the factory S10 rear end. So we're gonna 9-inch it and cow track it this winter.
Oh, nice. Do you know how much power it's making or anything?
It's on a conservative, right around 575, 600.
So it's got a lot left in it.
It's got a lot left in it. We're gonna see how much more it's got in it when we get the rear end changed.
I bet it sounds good. Do you guys ever go cruising or anything?
Every chance we can, man. The wife enjoys it, so if she's enjoying it, I'm doing something right.
Like we were talking about this on the cars, like you don't see Willie's
No, most of the ones you see are the 40 and 41 coupes, are the 33 pickups. They made these, and then 52
like a narrow year
to
range.
54 is what I found out, and then Kaiser started getting involved with them, and then Sears Roebuck started getting involved. If you put it up beside a Henry J, it resembles the Henry J quite a bit.
Yeah, I've never seen one of these. I was like, well, driving by, I was like, I don't even know what this is right now.
No, it's got the badge over there, and then it's got the W on the front, and then it does say Aero Ace on the back.
So all this is original?
All of this
outside
is
from
original.
I don't know, man. Any other plans for it other than just like the
We're gonna
rear
finish
end
the
and
interior off this winter, but we ain't gonna do nothing to the outside. We're gonna leave the outside just like this. A little bit of motor work and then change the rear end on it.
I don't know. Any other unique stuff or anything that you learned about the car or anything since you've had it?
It seems like they were real big on the West Coast, and then overseas, it seems like where they were the most popular. It's kind of like, you know, when you buy a red car, you start noticing all the red cars.
Yeah.
We ran into a couple people here. One guy's got 2.
Of their cars?
Of these cars. I've got a 4-door parts car, so I guess you can say we've got 2.
I guess I'll have to look for them then. I've never seen them now, so.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well, I
Very
appreciate
cool.
you talking to us.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah. I'm Alan. What was your name?
Jim.
Jim?
Yep.
Do you have social media or anything? What's up, guys? This your guys' car?
Yeah,
Oh, shit. What is this?
52 Buick Super. We found it in a barn. It got parked in '78. We pulled it out in 2012.
Oh,
It's been on the
it's had
road
a long time.
Yeah, I've been on the road since 18. We live in Illinois. It's been to Florida.
Are you guys driving down there?
Oh yeah, everywhere. We've got 15,000 miles on it.
So what kind of transmission do you got in it?
4L80.
You run that? 80?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Mustang 2 front, and we did NASCAR truck arm suspension in the back, box the frame.
Oh, really?
Air ride, tanks are underneath.
How big of like turbos you guys running on there?
62 millimeter.
62?
Yeah.
What engine do you guys have?
5.3.
So like a junkyard 5.3?
Didn't even open up the bottom end. It had 250,000 miles.
No shit. I mean, it's already gapped for the rings then, I guess, at that point, so very cool. Do you guys have other upgrades or anything you guys doing on it, or?
Not just driving it.
No, yeah.
It's pretty sorted out now. And that hood will flip either way, or you can just pull both cables and pick the hood off of it.
So is that factory how it opens? It opened that way, really. It's very eye-catching, having it kind of tilted like that, and I was like, I thought that was something custom.
Everybody walks by it and then they kind of glance back and.
Yeah, like what is that? Yeah, because I guess you can see the mechanisms in there, so that's like a factory setup. But it tilts this way, or you can tilt it the other way, huh?
Logan.
So does it have 2 different hood pops in there?
Yeah, one on each side.
One on the left, one on the right. Wow. That's cool. How big of wheels you guys running on the back?
20 by 10s in the back. Didn't have to do anything in the back.
You get pretty good traction with the
Yeah.
NASCAR setup back there. You
Yep.
got?
It rides pretty good.
Oh, it looks good in there.
Well, thank you.
Very cool. Very cool. That's your car? Hell yeah. That thing is beautiful. That's probably the best car I've seen here. You mind telling us a little bit about it? You got a sec? This thing is so nice. We're kind of just checking out all the cool stuff out here and seeing this amazing car. You want to tell us a little bit about it and what year it is? And
It's a 73 Z28 Camaro. I've owned it for about 25 years. It's been done for about 23 of those 25 years. Well, been painted.
Really? Been done like this, to this level?
I've changed something every year for 23, 24 years. So it's a 6-liter bottom end, LS3 top end, pretty much Holley, everything from front to back.
Run a Terminator on it, or?
Terminator X.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look like accessory brackets.
Have your
power
accessory
steering,
brackets and
alternator.
power steering
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So.
Very cool. Look really nice in there, toned down with the black on it. See all the carbon pieces. Were these all available, or did you make them?
It is.
Or?
It's from a company called Anvil Auto. They make all the carbon fiber for it. You can pretty
Very
much
cool.
get anything for this car carbon fiber from those guys. The whole front end doors, everything.
I see you got a lot of it right here.
I do.
Things sit low. How low is this?
it's sitting on the tires. It's got the Ride Tech Air Ride suspension on it. So.
Oh, hell yeah. What kind of drop do you think you're on right now? The way it's sitting, the stance, how low do you think that is?
It's bagged,
Like
it's aired out completely. It's, like I said, the front end is almost on the subframe and the rear would go lower, but it's sitting on the tires.
Very cool. So is this just an NA setup or? Well, I see you got the nitrous on it
With the
too,
nitrous,
but
yeah.
You ever run the nitrous on it or still racing?
Well, I haven't raced it with the nitrous, but I went through several bottles of the nitrous.
Oh yeah?
Just playing.
A little tuning on it. Do you know like horsepower level?
It's around 600 somewhere without the spray. I'm spraying 150 shot.
That's a pretty good setup then. What all have you done like on the inside too? See, the inside's pretty nice. You got different like display and things.
I've got the Holley digital dash, 2015 Camaro seats, front, back, console, Year 1 door panels. The dash is kind of custom. I've done that myself. I tell everybody pretty much everything but the firewall and the roof has been replaced. So
what got you started into this?
I was looking for something. A guy I worked with had 2 of them for $500.
Really?
So,
$500? Wow, that's still.
So I got this one and the parts car for $500. Buddy of mine, he's a paint and body guy, so I gave him the parts car and repainted this inside his dad's wood shop.
This thing looks really good. You guys put a lot of work in there. How long did it take just to paint it?
Right around 2 years, because like I said, everything, $500 was a good deal until I brought it home.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure the body wasn't the straightest either.
It was not. The firewall and the roof literally is the only thing left that's original. I had to replace everything else.
I'm Matt Frater, out of Minnesota, here at Holley LS Fest East, and I'm it's an 86 Toyota pickup, and it's how I started with it is just because I had it. Bought it out of high school, sitting around. I put a small block under the hood when I blew up the 22R, and that was a bitch to work on, real difficult to do anything. So
did you have to modify the front to get?
Oh yeah, the front we actually was my shop's teacher was helping me out with it.
Oh, so you did like it in school then?
Yeah, I did it back in high school. Then I pretty much parked it. I went to Texas for school. And, while in Texas, I had trained for Mercedes to be a tech with them. I wanted a vehicle that's easy to work on. I can change stuff easily. And I'm like, yeah, so the kind of thought came in. It was like, man, if I could get this engine in the back, it would be like, I could pull everything on and off easy. I don't have to be wedging my head under a hood, I mean, we've got it timed to me and my buddy Shane. We can yank the transmission, do a clutch job in an hour and a half.
Really? So is it blowing the clutches in it, or?
Oh, I have not blown a clutch yet. I've blown the differential, side gear, spider gears, sheared them on the stock differential. Now it's got a wave track billet locker. And then when we put that in it, then I sheared off the stub axle. Now it's got a custom G50 stubs that are bolt-in, and then I blew up second gear. So now it's got a new second gear, and I actually have a cooler system on it.
So that helps it like stay cool. So
yeah, you put the oil where I really need it, and yeah, to stay cool, circulate a little bit. It gives me a little more capacity too. I think the real thing that's keeping it alive is the little cage that I built for it. One for the scatter shield, then 2 to keep the case from actually twisting.
What part is that? You're talking about building the cage around it.
This guy, these bars that actually bolt to the back half. There's a little ribbon right across. Then I have a 1/4-inch plate that goes over the actual clutch assembly. So it's
keeping it from like twisting or.
Yeah, because why they fail, or I find when it fails, is that if those main shaft and the secondary shaft they get pushed apart because it's helical cut gears. They're not straight cut. They're not dog. So they're actually trying to be pushed one away and then in 2 directions, which puts a lot of stress on both those shafts. So if I can eliminate any kind of movement.
You said how much horsepower do you think you're getting out of this?
I know dyno it's 760 to the wheel right now. Yeah, we actually maxed out on the fuel pump, so she could go a lot higher. My tuner, Minnesota Performance out of Minnesota, he wanted to shoot it for 800 because he said it easily could, but maxed out on the pump, started to go lean. It is running E85 now as well.
What size of turbos are you running on here, and what type are they?
They're VS Racing turbos, so name brand Chinese. They are ball bearing. They are a set of 6262s. The goal is to keep it real symmetrical, because, I don't know, I think it looks cool. Everybody's gonna see it. If it looks kind of dumb,
Looks good how you got the air coming through there.
Oh,
you got the big ticket or cooler on there.
Oh yeah, biggest one I think they make, the 4 3/4 deal.
How well does this handle on the track, like at high speed, since you got all the weight back here?
Oh man, well, it wants to wheelie every time. I'm kind of playing with it because we really haven't had it on a prep surface this year with turbos. So the one run we did get yesterday, it did pull the front end off, but it just bogged out instantly because I tried to launch with 2,000 RPM and no boost.
trying to like soft launch so you don't blow the rear end.
Yeah, pretty much. And it just bogged out, it died, and we had to pull out of it. But I turned it up a bunch today. So we're gonna try and...
How much boost you running on it?
26.
26?
26 pounds.
What did you do on the flywheel and the bell housing adapter? What is that?
That was Kennedy Engineering. You basically tell them the engine you got and the transmission that you'd like to hook up to, and then they'll come up with the adapter to fit, and then they also made me the flywheel to work with it.
Is it like a Porsche clutch? Is that what you're running in?
It's real close. It's actually, this one's a little different. It's more universal. When I say universal, I mean it uses the spline count of a Boxster transmission, but it's actually a twin disc now. So they're a little bit smaller. I think it's like a 9.5 inch overall diameter. It's twin disc with a friction plate in between the two, or just a disc. So it's not really Porsche Boxster stuff anymore.
Yeah, a little upgraded.
Yeah, because the flywheel's actually about, I'd say 3 inches thick. You know, you have your big ring gear that actually bolts to the end of the crank, and then it just has, you know, a skeleton-like bracketry that extends it out just to meet it, to use up the space that adapter uses. But I mean, it all works together, and it works well. The idea was to keep the truck's wheelbase the same, stock. I didn't want to alter the wheelbase.
It looks like you still had a little bit of space left in it.
Oh yeah, I did cut in. I did cut in a bit, because I made it all serviceable. Because I didn't want to have to pull the engine to do like a water pump, because that would suck. So it's all cut out, a little mini reverse dog box, if you will, to get the harmonic balancer off, to fit a puller up there to do the water pump, and also I have a hole cut in it to pull the camshaft clean through. So it's all serviceable in car if I need to, which I have this year actually. I had lifter failure and they went sideways on me, and I wiped the cam. So that's when the cam became serviceable, because I cut a hole in the back just to get her through and get it done.
So appreciate you showing us.
Yeah, thank you.
That's your truck, so amazing build, very cool, very unique, so.
Yeah, appreciate it, thanks.
The crowds head home, the pit's empty, and the sun fades.
Perfect. The smoke clears, but the stories remain.